This is Agile in 3 Minutes, the simplest podcast that could possibly work. My name is Amitai Schleier. I just got back from vacation. Before leaving, so that you'd get a new episode every week as usual, I wrote and recorded 3 shows. I can't keep that up, but I figured once, followed by 2 weeks off, was okay. And it probably would have been, except I returned to a production machine that didn't boot. Now that it does, the number of episodes I'm confident I can produce each week under present conditions is once again 1. Just barely. What we now call sustainable pace was once called 40-hour week. Personally, I can be in an office for 40 hours a week, but I can't usually muster that much creative, collaborative, and worthwhile effort. It's not that I don't want to. For a week or two, I can deploy strategic napping techniques to deliver 10 to 12 hours per day of mostly effective work. But the week after, I'm basically useless. The week after that, still not very awesome. Except in the rare case where we're a few days from reaching extraordinary value, and a few days more from losing it, overloading me for a week winds up being a net waste of my capacity. I haven't always been aware of that. I've learned it, painfully and partially, only after plenty of overpromising and underdelivering. In environments that mandate 40 hours, it feels like I have to manage my time and energy against value delivered, so I alternate between erring one way and the other. By contrast, in environments focused on outcomes, when I put in roughly 5 hours per day of my best decision-making effort, folks are generally happy with what they get and can expect to keep getting it. 40 hours might be some people's sustainable pace, but it isn't everyone's. Pretending otherwise might be bad for business. Developing valuable software that meets customers' needs is intellectually, emotionally, socially, and creatively taxing. If the development team's needs aren't being met, we can't expect them to succeed for long. Before 40-hour week, it was called no overtime. No time spent in the office when you don't want to be there. No time spent working that makes you less effective in the long run. Each of us is responsible for knowing our capacity and acting to preserve it. Having returned from vacation, I see as clearly as ever that my work is a significant and meaningful part of my life, not the whole of it. I am newly energized to think and act to sustain my own sustainable pace. This has been Amitai Schleier delivering an increment of Agile in 3 Minutes, the simplest podcast that could possibly work.